Here's the mystery. Here's the who done and what for. Now, mind you, I did not, to be clear, I did not expect to be here to tell you this story because there's enough fucking information for you on Facebook to find this bitch. Period. I was at church on my knees screaming, begging God, please don't let me get this damn angry. I see the work. I'm going to go do the work. And I beg you, please don't let this little fleshly body of mine get this damn angry. That's what I was doing. So you can look at Facebook from about between 2008 to 2011 and see the change and see who's liable for the change. No questions asked. Now, suicide or murder? There's a video, few of them. Add question, Zaza videos. So, in the spirit of Jessica Fletcher, who done it? Was it a suicide or was it a murder? Question is, am I really alive when I say this? Because you need a dead body for either of those to be true. You have to have a dead body to have a completely full-blown suicide. You have to have a dead body to have a murder. Now, let me remind you, it was my intent to use my own hands to stop this body from working ever again. I intended to do something, not to cause harm because I was suffering enough, not to cause harm, but I intended to stop this body from ever working again for anybody because I felt like I'd done enough work. You just look at the work that I did already and use it. Yeah, it's enough work. But I did that at the behest of someone. There was no desire in me to do that. I saw a principle, a rule that was not written anywhere being applied to life in general using federal government property that was supposed to be in charge of the most vulnerable people in the United States, just inside the United States. You might work somewhere else, but that communication that I had with someone said to me that you have to now throw your body on the bomb because even if it's not a real bomb, if that bomb goes off, it's going to kill everybody. I mean, there's going to be genocide everywhere. So I just took it upon myself to say, even if I'm not saving anybody, I don't want to be here when that bomb goes off. So I'm going to expose this person with my body. But I had this lesson I was taught that said, and I believe it, if he don't, I know he can. I always knew, you know, this is something I never tried before, committed to trying and really dedicated to doing, was to catch this individual who I knew what he was doing was attempting to assist me with doing something that I had no desire to do. But I know he wanted to assist me with that. And I wanted to catch it. But the only way I could do that was to use my body to do it. Because if he was assisting me with the whole power of the whole government, I mean, he could assist anybody with that. And I wasn't even wanting that. That wasn't what I wanted. I didn't want to stop my body from working. But he wanted me to stop my body from working. So he started using me and attempting to manipulate me into that form of communication. So I communicated with him, with my body, with all I had, everything I had. And I'm communicating with him now, with everything I had, everything in me. I gave it to him. You will not take the power of the federal government and kill us with it. I took my whole body and said it to him. And for some reason, I woke up. I did not die. But what I did find was the government getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger in support of the person who had just tried to assist me with doing something that I did not want to do. I just did not want to do it. But I caught this guy doing it. I reported this guy trying to coerce me into doing something I didn't want to do. And the government just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And this guy sends me another letter. And as of today, the government has gotten so big and so bad that it actually performed the same act that this guy performed to get me to do something I did not want to do. So, suicide is out because I didn't die. I also called an ambulance myself after I spoke to my mother, and she said, apparently you took something to make you go to sleep because all you did was snore. And she said, yeah, I was a little worried, but all you did was snore. So I called the damn ambulance because, I mean, I just attempted to end the existence of my flesh. And I called them and was like, bitch, you need to bring some of that black stuff over here to make the black stuff work. And they came over, they didn't even give me the black stuff. And of course, my mom was there the whole time. She told me he was just asleep. And I didn't know I was asleep. I had no idea I was asleep. But I informed this man who had assisted me to accomplish something that I didn't want to accomplish using the government property. I told his law enforcement, I told all his superiors, I told everyone that I intended to die. Whether or not I fell asleep or not, my intent was to not wake up again and leave enough evidence to catch that man for murder. No, I didn't kill myself. No, I took a calculated risk that the old women that were dying around me were right when they said, if he don't, I know he can. And all I wanted was to not be so angry that I would kill myself or that I would hurt somebody else and remove myself from the opportunity to live in a world and produce the things that I think are good things. So I didn't want to risk that for some voice on the phone who asking me, said, oh, so now you want to kill yourself. Now you're going to kill yourself. Now, that's his encouragement to me. Now, it's my body. So if you're law enforcement or even if you're him and you come to me and you ask me point blank, Zori, did on May 2016, did Roger Lott exploit your mental health diagnosis and coerce you into doing something desperate to protect your property? My answer would be yes. If that question follows, did someone lose their life because of that? My answer would be yes, because I died that day. No matter how many times I woke up after that, the fact that the government just kept getting bigger and bigger and protecting Roger Lott's right to assist a person with suicide, even though it's against the law. Even though the government kept getting, I woke up to a new reality where my government, my own government, was not only taking my property to harm me with it, but actually did start doing the genocide that I tried to stop. It's a new life. It's not the same life. Before, I was trying to expose, hey, there he is. There's the guy that's getting away with the genocide. That was me. Hey, there he is. Now, it's just the guy's getting away with the genocide. That's all.